We're at this wilderness preserve this morning. We just woke up. I don't know what this place is called exactly, but it's kind of a small urban wilderness preserve, and we've got this trail that goes from the back of our tent. Tent's up there, and Mom's still sleeping. Yeah, down into who knows where. Ollie and I have walked the first portion this morning. It was a pretty good night. It got a little chilly, probably like 65. But yeah, I think Ollie was pretty chilly. I'll have to get him more warm stuff tomorrow. And yeah, just checking out this farm this morning. It's really beautiful. They have these pawpaw trees with all this fruit and apple trees, and here, let's go up there, Ollie. I can show everybody. He's taking his time. Come on. We've also got this tiny hut that is another Airbnb, and it has this beautiful stained glass window. I guess you can see it. I was seeing that last night. I'm not sure if anybody's in there. Yeah. Here's the wildflower garden, and the house up there. It's kind of an older Cincinnati house. Yeah, it's been a neat spot. We're at this beautiful coffee shop, and Ollie is here, and he barks at everyone who comes in and out the door. There's a kid over there who I think wants to pet him, but I feel like I'm about to have to say that he shouldn't because Ollie is mean. But we're also like near this, I think we're on one of the Cincinnati hills, which is pretty cool. You can kind of see the skyline over there. We haven't walked over there yet, but there appears to be some sort of trail. And we're drinking this beautiful coffee that is like spectacular. So that's the update. We're in Price Hill right now in Cincinnati, which is this beautiful neighborhood that looks out over the city. We're now in Mount Echo Park in Cincinnati. We're just learning about this city. It was built in the mid 1800s. Had a big building boom. It's one of the oldest cities, really the oldest city in this part of the US. And so it has all this crazy ornate architecture. You can see a little bit of it over there. But here's what we're looking out at. It has 7 hills apparently, and they have really beautiful views. All of them. It's Ollie.
It's like a railroad.
Oh yeah. Just looking at the railroad going through the gorge.
It could have been a dump that they were covered over.
Yeah, you might be right. Or they just totally destroyed that hill.
Maybe they were doing some mining.
That part of Cincinnati is slightly less picturesque. They did not take care of that hill quite as well. Anyway. We were just driving out of Cincinnati on the way to Indianapolis, and we saw this crazy building, which actually you can probably see the backside of in one of my videos from Price Hill, because we were on top of it. When we got closer to it, it's like a dome on the backside, and it's really crazy looking, and we were like, what is that? Mom thought it was an electric company, maybe. I said a church, but it never really looked like a church. That was always a bad guess. But we got up here and figured out it was Cincinnati Union Terminal. So we're walking up to see what it's all about and maybe go inside because it's huge and interesting. And also, any of you flag nerds out there who can tell me what this flag is? It's not the Cincinnati flag. I already looked that up. I don't know if it's Ohio or something, but it's really cool. I like the shape of it. One of my favorite flags I've seen aesthetically. Tell me if you agree, but if you can figure it out, let me know. Yeah, right? Top notch. I know there will be some flag nerds watching this video, so love to all of you. I'll show you what it's like once we get inside, if it's beautiful, which it promises to be. This is pretty nuts up here. This is like this Art Deco fountain thing. Just had to show this fountain a little closer. It's kind of awesome. All you architecture nerds out there, what the heck style of architecture is this? This is amazing. So we've got the Cincinnati skyline over here. Mom taking a picture of me, taking a picture of her. Anyway, yeah, just take it in. This place is freaking amazing. Look at this. It's like this huge metal leaf dome and then all these paintings, and so it's a whole museum for all kinds of stuff.
All across the Humanities Center. I would love to see blue whales.
I know, I was thinking that. Maybe we should see if we can go. Pretty amazing. Also, just appreciating the typography in here, all of this.
I'm loving this right here.
Yeah. Clara, I'm honestly thinking that you would love this building right now. It's making me think of you. And just, I don't know why. Just the architecture is so incredible. Anyway, love you all. We're realizing as we got closer that these are actually murals, which is spectacular. And they have like a lot of metallic reflective stuff in them too. And here's just a great view of this main room. It's a pretty incredible place if you ever get to come here. We're now in Indiana, and we're walking into a Thai restaurant with Ollie and his new backpack. So, oh yeah. Which may or may not go well, but we'll see. Well, we just got done with Thai food and it was delicious. And Ollie did pretty great. Other than snarling at one person, which he just did before we left. But it was like a B- kind of day, you know. Altogether, it would have been an A+ except for that one mistake. But now we're headed to Chicago to see Aunt Sandy. Well, we made it to Chicago, and yeah, along the way it was rather eventful. We had like a 3-hour drive from the Thai restaurant to Chicago, and it was really pretty actually. But going through Indiana and then into Illinois, and they have like an expressway that you can't get off of on Illinois as you go into Illinois. And first of all, they charge you like $10 to enter the state, which was crazy because Illinois is like the worst state in my opinion. Everybody tell me your thoughts on Illinois. Chicago is nice, but Illinois is kind of terrible. Anyway, so we get in there and I'm like, I kind of have to pee. And then 10 minutes goes by and I'm like, wow, I have to pee worse than I've ever had to pee in my whole life. And at this point, we still have like 20 minutes to go into Chicago traffic and everything. So yeah, we keep going, and then it just gets worse and worse. And then I was like, this is kind of bad. So we pulled out a water bottle, and in the middle of a Chicago intersection, I peed into a water bottle today, which was insane. It was an insane thing to do. It was Mom's idea, actually. But it was honestly a great idea. I don't know what I would have done. But then eventually we made it and got to Aunt Sandy's and had dinner with my Aunt Sandy and my cousin Mindy and her husband Mike, and it was really fun. Hadn't seen Mindy and Mike for a long time. And yeah, we just walked around, walked Ollie a little bit. He's been doing really well. He snarled at a guy in the hallway today, but that was kind of um, his only sin today. Um, but yeah, it's been a really good day. Feels like one of those long road trip days where it feels like it's been 2 weeks since this morning. Um, so I'm excited to sleep and then have more adventures tomorrow. We're headed up the shores of the lake tomorrow, and then we'll be getting into Wisconsin, the beautiful state of Wisconsin, which I'm pretty stoked for. So yeah, hopefully lots of views tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll try to get some views of Chicago too, if I can remember, because Chicago's gorgeous. It's a cool place here. But yeah, I love all of you. Thanks for watching the vlog.